I wanted to give you and your lady a very special gift.
What's that? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
I introduced
You
to you.
You coming up.
The Adam 22 fleshlight. This will be heavily censored on YouTube. You can head on over to my Twitter if you want to check it out in all its glory.
Yo, listen.
But
Adam,
I know that she's not used to dealing with peach things.
Listen, Adam.
What?
And I respectfully decline.
You don't want this.
I don't even want to touch the box.
I feel like you would have a lot of fun with it, or at least your girl would.
What are you talking about?
You could use it.
See, here go the
on
problem,
her.
though, right?
Oh,
Could I speak freely?
I'm messing up the box. Sure.
You didn't bring us the Lena Coochie.
It's right over there.
No, you ain't brought it. You ain't brought me one.
Here we go.
Hey, yo, this dude is wild.
It's got my name on it.
Listen, man, I don't Peter gaze.
Yeah.
That's a violation.
No, this is a beautiful piece of work. This is very important. It could do some serious damage.
Now listen.
What?
Even if you would have brought me the Lena Coochie, I would have respectfully declined.
No, you could do that. That's a walk on the wild side.
Nah, I don't. Listen.
Wow. I didn't know it came with like a little instruction manual here. Everybody, go to my Twitter, search up the Adam 22 fleshlight.
Now, I'm gonna tell you
wow,
what
they got
we
a lot
do.
of good stuff.
I want to tell you what we do want to see.
Okay.
Right? In 30 days, we want to see what the Lena vagina sold and what your shit sold. Because if your shit don't do no numbers, it's a bad look.
My first week numbers aren't good. Hey, I'm Drake.
No,
I'm about to do 400K.
No.
I told you, there's going to be lines around the block at your local sex shop. We're going to be shutting it down in order to get your hands on my fleshlight. It's going to be sold out. They're going to be selling them on the black market for an exorbitant rate. You might have to hit the dark web if you want to get one. It's going to be that serious.
The dark web, well, shit, I guess it's back cracking. Trump let him out, right?
That's the Silk Road, but that I don't think that's coming back. They're not going to let him continue to sell drugs, but they are allowing him out of prison for 11 years, after 11 years. Yeah. But anyway.
We did a little time.
Kind of offended that you turned down the number one selling male sex toy in the world. I'm going to assume
that's what words say, not what numbers say.
I mean, this is what it says on the box. At Fleshlight.
But see, if it said that on the box, that means it said that when they was packaging them up before they sold anything.
I almost feel like it just says that in general, and that it's not specifically about me. But that being said, listen, I've heard that there are brawls taking place at your local sex toy store. There's people beating the dog shit out of each other in order to get their hands on this meat. How
about the single moms?
Them too, for sure. Of course, yeah.
From the school.
I would like to offer them a discount
How about
code.
The single mom?
I'm working on that.
What if the principal of the school starts looking at you funny?
It's all part of the game. They've got a lot of reasons to look at me funny.
Yo, you're a wild boy, man.
My meat being on sale is just one of them.
I don't appreciate this, though, bro. Where the Don Moo homie at?
You like that?
Nah, we got to get one with the red chucks, too. Red and blue make green, bro.
We're working on that.
Red and blue is making green at no jumper.
This is my good luck charm. Whenever I'm struggling in an interview, I pet his head.
You know, they've been running content saying they got a problem, saying that, what is it, the narrative? No Jumper is the Gangland podcast, right? So I went on this little thing and I was talking to him. I said, listen, there is no other platform like No Jumper. They brought up Vlad. I said, Vlad does a one-on-one interview every couple weeks. His edit and chop game is crazy.
This is a posse cut.
Right? Okay. Bootleg Kev does what he does when he does it, right?
Shout out
I
Kev.
said, now, No Jumper does a morning show, midday show. We got the Adam and Wack show, and then he does his individual thing throughout the week. So it's the only platform where people know throughout the day and throughout the week they're going to get a live, they're going to get exclusive interviews. So Adam's damn if he does and damn if he don't. Because if he says, I'm holding against you that you're a gang member from the streets, then you saying the white boy ain't giving nobody a chance. But then when he let the gang members in and teach them a craft and give them opportunity to sit in a seat that he knows, Adam knows, he told me, right? Hey, This is what you do right. This is what you do wrong, right? He knows that you really not ready for it, but he still lets you grab the steering wheel. And over time, he works with you so you can perfect your craft and do like you do. I hate to say it. I told AD and T-Rail, you guys was only comfortable leaving because you got the proper training while you was here. This is a fact.
Thank you, Wack.
No, this is real. So I'm like, if the white man don't let us in, then he's like, oh, they don't want to give us a chance. But if he lets us in, then he's running this whatever, right? So at the end of the day, man, No Jumper, respectfully, is the biggest podcast platform on the West Coast. 2, it's the only podcast operating and functioning the way it does. Drink Champs happens when it happens. It's just a regular interview. Joe Budden happens when it happens, right? There's no other platform where they know in the morning they got a news show. Midday, this is coming. These lives every day. Sunday, 12 noon, Adam and Wack show. This is no other platform that does that. So at the end of the day, if you're seeing people that come from the streets up here in this seat consistently, and the platform is doing numbers, that's because he's sacrificing his platform and allowing us to sit in a seat that ordinarily anywhere else, I don't see no other platform that has already been built and has a foundation letting our people in there. If you look at Joe Budden's crew, that's my brother, love him to death. They're not us. If you look at Drink Champs, they're not us. Gillian Wallow, 2 cousins. If you look at every other platform, right, there is not a platform that is as big as and already has a following that is opening the door up to people who have no skills at all sitting in this seat.
Going out
That's real.
into the field, Bloods, Crips, Serenos, picking them up, bringing them up here to the Valley, putting them on camera, putting money into their pocket, and making stars. That's what we're all about here.
Listen, and not just the gang members.
And even tunas.
Even the fake pimps. What do you mean, brother?
You see, he's back hosting a Soft White Underbelly documentary about Figueroa, even though he himself has never worked Fig.
Bro, he FaceTimed me 30 times at 6 in the morning.
Oh, Lord.
I felt uncomfortable. I said, yo, bro, this is like some gay shit at 6 in the morning. I answered, dude was fully dressed, smoking a cigarette, drinking Hennessy, 6:30 in the morning, and says he has a problem with me saying that I'm punishing my woman with strokes.
What? Why would he?
Swear to God, it's a clip up.
Shut. Guess what we're not watching? Your content.
That's a
Guess
fact.
what we're not worried about? What you're doing with bitches. Why are you worried about what Wack is doing with his woman?
6 in the morning.
You need to go get yourself some pussy of your own.
Yeah, I'm thinking bro was on the slopes. He had to be because he was amped. He was fully dressed. He like, look at my Gucci's I just brought for $1,100. I said, that's your first pair of Gucci's or something? Because like we all know what Gucci's cost.
That's not a wise financial decision for him either.
I told him you walking around where you walking around, it don't add up. But you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's a lot of crazy things going on. Trump averaging 1,000 arrests a day.
Whew.
Then he says he's opening up Guantanamo Bay. They got 30,000 beds. Ain't that like Cuba or some goddamn where Guantanamo Bay? That ain't.
I think so, right? Yeah.
Maybe our territory. We got some.
Previously, I think they were just doing terrorism stuff in there, but I guess they're
listen. I hate
shipping
to say
some
it.
American gang members.
I hate to say it. There's some bad people need to lead. There's some good people getting caught up in it. That's how life works. But I know he said he's renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. He already did that. I think he's killing taxes for the bartenders and the people that serve us our food.
I haven't heard a lot about that one. I don't know if
He's
that's
targeting a federal tax.
Right.
Like some of these states don't have federal tax. He's trying to make that the law of the land. A lot going on. Condolences to the families. I believe it's 65 people passed on the helicopter plane thing.
Okay. Yeah, well, okay, so what he did was he had a plane full of basically Colombian illegal immigrants who had made their way to America, criminals and whatnot, not just regular people. They put them on a plane. They fly them to Colombia. Colombia says, no, we're not taking them. Trump says, okay, here, we're going to put tariffs on everything that you are importing into our country, basically saying we will cripple you financially. The next day, the president puts out a statement and says, okay, fine, we'll take him. I'm not going to lie. I didn't support the guy.
What did I tell you?
This is the kind of president I like.
Remember
Go
I told
in there
you?
and tell motherfuckers, this is how we're doing business. A nickel bag gets sold in the park. I want in.
Adam, listen. Remember when you were saying, I said, bro, with Biden being half senile,
Yeah, he's not
they're
ready for
not
those
respecting
moves,
us. We need a bulldog in America. I hate to say it, we're known for being bullies. We take what we want, right? I said, we need somebody in there that means business. I don't care what his background history is when it comes to his upbringing and all that. That's cool. He's damn near 80 years old. We know what era he comes from. But I guarantee you this, within the first 6 months of his term, they're going to respect us.
Did you hear that he has stopped the flow of $50 million in American aid that was going to Gaza to provide them with condoms?
Bro.
Why were we spending $50 million on that? I don't know.
Bro, we could use that on the fire aid.
There's some people in this office who can't afford condoms that could clearly need
crazy.
them. Yeah, creep the guap
Because
team.
you know
no
why?
Rubber.
Who you think was going to track the purchase of the condoms?
And
that $50 million was going to somewhere
Why
totally
would we
different.
send them condoms when we could send them the Adam 22 fleshlight? Am I right? No need to have sex when you've got this on your shelf. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
Anyway.
I'm so glad I didn't bring a box of Incredible diapers. But then again, they might go hand in hand.
We'll go head to head.
Those help bring the babies. I get it. Oh, what are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
What
Jesus.
the hell? You okay? Edit that out. We're not even playing with that. That's an edit. I've never called on the edit.
Okay.
Brother, Donnie, edit that out. We're not even playing.
I forgot that you only make kids' diapers because I always see my girl wearing a diaper when she's on
that's
the rag.
period panties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you know, bro going through what he going through over there.
Who?
You know who? Our brother, bro. He's going through some things.
Akademiks.
And you know, I've been avoiding, I've been trying my best to avoid talking about it. But I'm like, okay, the more I avoid talking about it, I think it's worse because they know how close we are.
Right.
Right? So the only thing I can say, do I think Axe that PDF file? No.
I love how everyone started calling it PDF file over the last 6 months.
Yeah, we have to.
For YouTube's sake.
Yeah. No.
Of course not. How would an edgy conversation with a 15-year-old make him that?
No, I'm not saying
The
that.
definition of that is doing that.
No. I'm not going to say it was inappropriate, right? And I think we have this little kid.
You don't think it's inappropriate? I think it was inappropriate. It seems fair to say.
No, it was inappropriate.
Okay, yeah.
We had this little kid on Clubhouse, right? And all the girls think he's cute. He'll pop in and ask for cash as he's 12. I don't allow him on my floor.
Okay.
Because if we're on the floor talking about something crazy, they're going to say,
yeah.
Wack 100 with a whoop-de-whoop on, you know what I'm saying? Because believe it or not, Clubhouse is 12 and up. Right? So I think from this, my brother probably knows when it comes to the social media thing, zero tolerance for any minors unless it's someone that has something to do with what you're talking about.
Okay.
You know, if it's a minor that's an actor or has done something, achieved some type of scholar or artist or whatever, cool. But you cannot have whatever we consider in any way grown conversation directly with that that minor.
They're not ready for that, for all the knowledge that
and
we
not
have.
only that, you know, it was real bad because it was other people saying things, but quite naturally they put it all on Ack.
That's
it was
true,
other
yeah.
people in the back saying all kind of crazy
You're
stuff.
the famous one. You're
put it
going
all
down.
on.
They don't give a fuck about
You know, I'm
anybody
seeing
else, yeah.
things that, you know, I know people, they trying to say, I don't know, I'm not on Twitch. They was saying he got kicked off Twitch. I wouldn't know how to check that one way or another.
There's a lot of misinformation. He may have been banned from Twitch because he was having a conversation with banned streamer Aiden Ross on Twitch. Like on Twitch, you're not allowed to be on Twitch if you're banned. Whereas we could have somebody who's banned on YouTube on this podcast and it wouldn't be an issue. However, if I were to give that person a show or consistently do content with them, it might be different. So we don't exactly know why he was banned on Twitch, but there's a lot of fake news saying that they said they banned him off the McDonald's app.
Yeah, something crazy.
I think that was actually
McDonald's
a joke.
and something like called like a daddy or something, I don't know, right? But this is my, it's like
A daddy?
It's an app.
Happy Dad.
Happy Dad.
That was Cap as well. He's still on Happy Dad. Still getting drunk.
My stand is like, what's your stand? That's my brother. I've texted him, gave him advice. I'm going to tell him where he's right, where he's wrong at, what adjustments he needs to make. Ack is a good dude. Did he make a mistake? Yes. Was it a little distasteful? Yes. But it's not like, the dude was in Ack's car. He was, I believe the kid is maybe like in another country or something.
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
in
So
Malaysia.
End of the day, no, I do not condone the conversation, but no, am I turning my back or any of that on Akademiks? That's my brother.
Our threshold for cutting somebody off, much higher than that.
Yeah.
You got to really do some up shit
brother.
for me to be like, okay, you're too f***ed up for me to even communicate.
Yeah, people like, Wack, you gonna help him clean it up? I said, there's nothing bro could do but issue an apology.
Right.
This ain't like he was drunk or any of that. Not to say that would be an excuse, but it's like all he could do is issue an apology.
The worst thing you could say about him is he got a f***ed up sense of humor.
Yeah, that's
Don't we all?
And I believe
varying
from this
extent.
point, Ack's a very intelligent guy. He learned from it. I believe he's going to take advice and be, you know what? I'm just going to stick with talking to people of age. And then and that's what it is. That way, regardless of what he's talking about, even if it's deemed weird, right? You say weird shit to me, right?
All the time.
But you're talking to an adult.
You want me to pull it out again?
No.
Okay.
But you're talking to an adult.
If you were 15, if there was a 15-year-old here and I made that same exact joke.
It's weird.
Fucking weird. Adam 20, I can see the headlines now. Adam 22 pulled out his fleshlight mold in front of a 15-year-old. Very weird.
Yeah, so.
I know that.
I'm
glad I know that now.
All y'all keep asking me, what do you think? What do you think? I think bro made a mistake. I think he learned from it. He issued an apology. Is Wack turning his back? No, that's my friend. That's my buddy. That's my partner. That's what it is. If y'all want to hate him, you can hate him. I still love him. That's it. That's where I stand. If you hate me for it, cool, great. It is what it is.
Everybody wants a spot.
That's a fact.
Everybody wants to be the #1 streamer or the guy who gets all the most viral clips or whatever.
I like Ack being in this spot.
Well, he definitely deserves it. He's worked his ass for it.
Yeah, I like Ack being in this spot. He earned it. At the end of the day, he's fair. He talks with everybody. He gives you access to him. So I like him in his spot. Bro be all right. At the end of the day, it's a lot of fake news. No, to my knowledge, has he lost any endorsements, any of his sponsorships. He's still doing his thing. Ack, we need you back on stream. Get back on it. Get back on your horse. Raise that big-ass head you got high. I know it's heavy.
But see, that's the value of being Trump-coded, is that you have a sketchy scenario like this. Happy Dad is not running for the hills. Now, if Happy Dad was Biden-coded, coconut-pilled, then for sure, if this was Destiny, who also is under fire for something actually much more serious.
The guy I met?
Yes.
The blue-haired guy.
They're saying
the
that
openly gay guy.
Openly bi.
Bi.
He was filming himself having consensual, he was secretly filming his consensual sexual experiences.
Did he send it out?
He sent it in a chat to someone else, and then that person got hacked. And so a girl or a couple girls that he made videos of that were just for his personal usage that he had on his computer, that stuff has now been exposed, and these girls are very, very upset.
They must have had significant others.
No, I think they just didn't want to be on the internet having sex.
Got you.
Right.
Well, hey, only thing I can say to what's his name?
Destiny.
Fuck him again.
I don't think they want to fuck him anymore.
Hey, listen, if you can, that means you're the man.
He could probably just fuck random dudes off Grindr that don't even know who he is.
But no, you know who he should look up? Rich Trapper. Destiny, look up Rich Trapper on Grindr. He says he doesn't just whoop the whoop. He said he gobbles it up. That's on the internet.
He didn't say that.
I swear to God,
I had a whole conversation with him where he
600 got the
adamantly
content.
denied being gay.
No, what you mean? He said, I don't just whoop, whoop. He said he eats it up.
Well, would you respect him more if he was giving bad top, because then there would be less of the entering his mouth?
Bro, listen.
Don't make me pull it out again. I can do a whole example here.
At least.
I got it.
Listen. Destiny, look up Rich Trapper. He's the grinder, man. Rich Grinder.
Bro, that's Destiny's app of choice.
And Rich Grinder, he ain't talking about behind her. He's talking about him. That's a fact.
Rich Grinder, I'm still agnostic. I've had the conversation with him. He told me he's not a gay. I want to believe him.
Bro, listen, the content is there.
I'm a skeptic.
It was there.
So you and your peanut butter tails,
P's and Q's.
I'm a skeptic.
P's and Q's got the content.
up-and-coming creator, allegedly a homosexual, I'm agnostic. I'm staying out of it until it's openly proven to me.
Well, if you're on Grindr and Grindr brings up the people in your area.
It is a male-only
and it's
app.
all men, and he says he doesn't whoop, he eats it. I mean, end of the day, it is what it is.
Okay, you know what would actually be the smoking gun in that situation? Is if they were able to look at the images of the guys on Grindr in that app, and if they were able to prove that those guys are guys who are on Grindr in the area that Rich Trapper lives, as opposed to his editor, because I could probably assume they don't live in the same place.
No, editor from Compton.
Did it look like dudes from Compton? I didn't see a single do-rag. I don't think so.
No, not at all. Not at all. So, end of the day, it is what it is. He know what he did. That's what it is. You do what you do, and you did what you done, and that's it.
Okay. So before we give her a phone call, I think that we should do a little bit of a review for the people out there that don't know what we're going to be talking about. But basically, our friend Flo, well, friend is up in the air. We're not sure if we're going to continue to be friends with her. Friendship may be deleted after this because it's pretty fucked up. I'm actually more inclined to cancel someone for being racist to the Mexican valet driver than I am to cancel someone for sex playing a 15-year-old in Axe case or secretly filming their gay sexual experiences in Destiny's case. But Flo fucked up.
Not only was it racist, it was abuse. It was, listen, I've said some crazy things.
Right.
I've been places to where, for legitimate reasons, I've had hatred towards other groups because of what was going on at that present time.
Anybody who has watched the street news and politics videos knows you've probably had some anti-Hispanic things to say throughout your life because those are your ops.
No, but it was crazy. Me growing up, they wasn't. That didn't come till like mid-90s.
Oh, really? Okay.
We was together.
Oh, really? Okay.
We shared the same projects, all that. It was a Mexican gang that was actually Bloods on the west side. Bond Street Mafia Bloods before they went Sureño.
Do we ever get Mexican Bloods anymore? Not really?
No, you don't see that. Okay. Right? But this is back in the day. But the thing she said and why she said it, and then I turn around and hear her go battle. She went over there. She issues an apology.
Right.
And then says, but I did it because the dude groped me, which was a complete lie. Because she called me at like 6 this morning and told me everything.
Right.
So she needs to clear up. You can't apologize to a man and then turn around and put his job on the line.
Right, for sure.
Because now this is viral. People know that valet stand, and now you're saying it's a guy over there that's groping women.
What restaurant was that?
No, she said she was at an appointment. She told me the reason why she went off is because she was at an appointment and she was going to be late picking up her child. What does that have to do with valet?
Right.
That has something to do with your scheduling.
Right.
Right?
And I feel very strongly
she was
that
on like Beverly Glen or something. I don't know.
We must show the utmost respect to people who work in the service industry. This is something that my parents instilled in me from a very young age, is that no matter how much of a bad day you might be having, you still got to be friendly to the waitress, to the cashier at the grocery store, to the Uber driver, to the fucking valet guy. Like, these are just regular, hardworking people who have to deal with all kinds of bullshit, and they probably, in a given day, have to deal with a lot of rich-ass, Beverly Hills-ass people who are not so kind to them. To me, it's very important to tip them well and be kind to them.
No, that's a fact. So, I'm like, Flo, how did you issue an apology then lie on the man to try to justify?
Yeah, that makes it way worse.
You wouldn't apologize if it was justified. If your actions was justified, you wouldn't apologize. So let's see.
I want to fire up this video because some people are going to not know what we're talking about, even though like everybody that I know has already seen this. Okay, let's add the sound. We're going to go full screen, and here we go. Here is Flo, who, by the way, is basically probably the most unpopular guest we've ever brought on this podcast, even before this.
What did you say again about us getting kicked out?
You're back.
What else?
Got it? Back.
What else?
Trump is doing good things. You guys rape people.
Yeah.
You guys rape and kill people.
Right?
Take your
For the record, Trump is doing great things. You guys rape and kill people, which is a bit of an exaggeration of what Trump even said in that speech that she's referencing. Let the record also reflect that she is wearing red flannel pajamas that read Santa's hoe across her ass, which somehow feels notable, even though it's not really racial in nature. I don't think Santa would approve of this, is basically what I'm trying to get across.
Give me my change. I'm rich, you're poor.
I'm rich.
Difference.
You're poor of soul.
Yep, poor.
You're poor of soul.
Dá a chave dela, deixa a chave dela, deixa a chave dela.
Não, joga o carro dela lá na casa do
You
cara.
wanna record me, bitch? Wanna fucking record me?
Where do you
Fuck up, I
see
didn't touch
a
you.
dude grow?
Bitch, shut
Where?
the fuck up. Give me my
At
keys.
all.
Just give her.
Get the fuck out of my fucking. I'm really tired of the DMs. And
Okay, so this now is a video that she got after this video went up, in which she's basically defending herself and claiming that,
The dude,
yeah,
in the comments, I left my house yesterday in PJs, as you can tell, looking
Santa's hoe.
crazy. And when I was walking out of a scrub, the valet guy grabbed my ass, and I should have just punched him. I was thinking about my child and not wanting to go to jail, so I lashed out and I called him a back, and I'm so wrong for that, but I felt so violated. I should have just shut my mouth, called the police, and that's it. So basically, I'm explaining to everybody, I am sorry for what I said. I've been around Mexicans, dated Mexicans my whole life. My parents are immigrants. I am the farthest thing from racist possible.
okay.
now.
I can promise you this.
Oh, she's playing games.
Oh, what? She's
Now
not-
she's trying to duck me.
oh,
wait.
no.
What? You sure you want to play? Now, we're gonna give her 45 seconds to respond. Because one thing about the exposers,
Baby, exposing.
we keep the content. And we let the content. So now you're ducking. I got some couple exclusive things on here. No.
Hold it
Earlier,
right to the mic.
you said you was over there with Ray J. Y'all doing videos and shit.
Oh my God, do you have to do this like when I'm
You knew it. You said, "Can I clear it up on Adam and Wack show?" Right?
I want to. But can we just not do today, please?
No, we're live. What you mean? We
Nobody's going to care about this next
Nobody's
week.
gonna care about this next week. You had Ray J over there, spent the night. You shooting content. You say, Wack, call me. I wanted this. Now I clear with Adam. Now you want to tell me I can't talk. You ain't been doing nothing but talking.
Okay, can you give me then 2 hours, please?
No, what do you mean 2 hours?
I can't speak right now. Can you give me 2 hours?
So you want me to speak for you?
No.
Either you speak or I'm gonna speak for you.
We have a big Hispanic audience, and we heard what you said about their backs, and they want a comment.
Adam, if you have me on with everyone else, I'm going to be as real with you as I am with everybody else.
Yeah.
Wack's known me for about, what would you say, Wack, 20 years?
Yeah, I've never heard these things come out of your mouth.
Okay, I have a problem, and my problem is that when I get angry, yes, of course the situation happened there and I got angry, but definitely not angry enough to say and look fucking disgusting.
But you got angry because you were late. Like, they didn't make you late.
No, that wasn't why I got angry. You want to know why I got angry?
Yeah.
I was sitting and getting a scrub, and I was on my phone, and I posted a picture of Leo singing that.
Kill the Karen shit. You already did it.
Who's Leo?
Okay, just stop, please. Just stop, Wack. I mean, that's why.
Stop doing the Karen shit.
Anyways,
You did it when you said the dude groped you and you lied on him.
Anyways, so please just stop. God, it's like if you want to like have a conversation, have a.
Yeah, but you just start
can't
doing the
always be, like,
crying.
Bully. I did it because I just thought of my son. Like anyone that's gonna think of their kid is gonna cry. Anyways.
What did your son have to do with that?
No, it wasn't. I read a comment. Someone said, "Oh wow, he's autistic." So it triggered me. I walked to the car, and when I walked to the car, he says to me, $50. And I said, $50? Like, and you know, Wack, I don't care about that kind of stuff. But I was like, why are you charging me that? Because I'm driving a G-Wagon? Like, you know, and I was already in my mood. And I said, he's like, because you didn't eat at the restaurant. I said, no problem, I'll go eat at the restaurant. And he was like, no, it's too late. I was like, okay. It just got so,
You know this is the third story you had on why you did that, right?
What?
This is the third story you done came up with on why you did
Are
it.
you crazy?
No, and I'm going to be real. You can't apologize to a man and then put his job in jeopardy and say he groped
the guy
you.
did throw keys. No, correct. I was wrong about that. He did throw keys at my face. I did call the police. I did not want to sit there and wait for the cops because I had to go home.
Yeah, but you calling the police ain't going to do nothing because first
and
you
I
said...
didn't want to call the police. Exactly, so that's why I left. But the keys were thrown in my face. Did I deserve it? Can I be honest with you?
No, but we
Yes,
watched it. We just watched it. Like, we got it
So
clear.
then, did you watch the keys being thrown in my face?
Behind the Range Rover, right?
The keys were thrown in my face.
No, I think he tossed them to you because you was kind of aggressive.
No. He threw the keys in my face.
So
same thing.
Why would we believe you about that when you admitted that you lied about him grabbing your ass?
Look, Adam, you heard what Adam asked you?
What?
He said, "Why would we believe you about that when you lied about him grabbing your ass?"
I mean, people in life make mistakes. I made a mistake. I've never been in this situation. I got nervous. I made a mistake.
You do know this is the reason why women that are telling the truth about things get doubted because of stuff like that.
Believe all women
Correct,
is out the window.
But I would have never went and gone and did something stupid. It doesn't matter. The whole thing was the stupidest, most embarrassing thing. Like, people normally look up to me. I look like like, what? You're rich, I'm poor? That is the most disgusting thing possible.
You called him a wet...
Okay, listen, once again, you can tell me 100 times. Trust me, I'm living with what I called him. But
You need to apologize to the Hispanic people.
100%.
No, you should apologize. They don't want to hear it.
I think you also need to apologize to Santa.
As crazy as this sounds, Wack, my whole entire life, as crazy as it sounds, all I've ever really been around is Hispanic people.
And why would you want the children to believe, right, that Santa has whores? All they know is he has reindeers.
Listen, you guys, I got up in the morning, straight out of bed. I was getting a scrub. I put on pajamas. They're comfortable.
Your pajamas said Santa's whore.
I didn't know that till the other day. By the way, never knew that. I don't look in back of me, and I never realized that they just hang by my bathroom. It was so embarrassing. I look like a crazy person.
Is it because your BBL look like a reindeer ass? That's why you think?
Here we go. Here, are you filming me? Are you recording me now?
Oh, man, listen, you know we live, goddammit, because you...
are we?
Are you going to apologize? I want you to apologize to the Hispanic people, for real.
And Santa.
I apologize to every Hispanic person. I never in my life meant anything I said. I don't even know the true definition of a whack. I feel embarrassed. I feel disgusting. Now I'm in a calm state of mind where I can really give a sincere, full apology.
Let me tell you why that name, I realize, is so stupid, right?
What is it?
I'm going to tell you why. It came from people saying they got to cross the water to get over here to states, right? When all actuality, they're accused of tunnels, traveling around mountains, all land. So how did you guys convert a movement that happens on land to the water? Do you think they're diving in the water, swimming around, and popping up at Newport Beach? No, they're coming right through San Ysidro or right through goddamn El Paso, right? Or something like that, on land. So that is the most dumbest, derogatory disrespect. I know they hear it as disrespect because they know people trying to be disrespectful. But where's the water between Mexico, Arizona, California, and Texas? Where's the water?
There is like a little canal that they have to wade across, right?
On everything
Yeah, the
that
Rio
I love,
Grande.
I didn't even know the definition behind it, okay? I know that when
You need
we were
to-
in high school.
Yo, do they have a Cesar Chavez Foundation?
Let me finish. During high school and junior high, my friends would mess around with each other, but they were all, like, let's say Mexican. They would say, you whack. Like, they would mess around with each other. So I don't know if that was normal.
Mexicans just say that to Mexicans. You're not Mexican. You're like
Correct.
Russian, Armenian, Ukrainian.
No,
You got some
okay.
mud shit going on. You mixed up, and you know that.
Okay.
So
anyways,
I think you should find, I'm going to be real. You should find, like, I'm just guessing, maybe a Cesar Chavez or some type of foundation, or get with Nick Cannon. And you should donate since you're rich and they're poor.
Okay, first of all, Wack, okay, I said that. you know how many people I help, and I'm a hard worker.
I don't care about those people. We're talking about
It's
these
not
people
about-
you
okay,
violated and disrespected. And
But
you need
I
to
am
go
willing-
find Lupe. She needs to do the Lupe with Lupe
yeah.
and promote it.
And I think that we need to
How
find a
would
way.
she do something like that?
We need to find a way for Flo to get involved with Lefty Gunplay because I feel like he is also someone who's probably suffering from this because he probably
But they're
heard
the
the
same
language
because they
that
mix with like 5 different things.
That's not.
They'll
that
get
point.
along. That's
Okay.
not really credible.
Okay.
We got to find like one of the other essays.
Just
You guys are
what's the
a
one-
specific apology to
I
all
could've
the
put a
Edgars
better
out there would be
show
great.
Together than you two. I swear to you.
No, but here goes the thing. You listen, I call 6 this morning. Now I'm gonna keep it real. Ray J's at the house. I know my client. If he's there 6 in the morning, he spent the night. Scott, I don't know what's going on.
Wack, just stop.
Did he not?
Please, Wack, come on. Please.
Ray J was there 6 this morning, talking about he doing content.
He's a legendary lover.
There it go.
My apology and my sincereness is enough to really show the world that there's real racism and real shit going on. Forget the jokes. Forget the Ray J.
This ain't no jokes. This is serious.
Okay.
Ray J on Paru was at your house 6 this morning.
Oh, here we go.
And she had the nerve to tell me he slept on the couch. Bro ain't sleeping on nobody's couch.
Do you really
That's
think
kinda
I'm gonna
racist.
Talk about some retarded shit that you know definitely damn is not fucking true about Ray J. Like,
So you saying he wasn't at your house 6 this morning?
Yes, he was at my house.
That's a
Actually, he was at
fact.
my house from the night before too. You know
That's
why?
a fact.
You know why? Because I was sitting there and trying to figure out.
And my boy said he dropped him off a box of honey. Whatever that meant.
Stop. Just stop.
No Pooh
Wack.
Bear.
Come on. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
You till no matter what, and I told you this morning. You'll fuck with me and you'll do whatever, but you know who the fuck I am. And that's
I
why
do know this, and I'm going to be real.
Now we're questioning who
Listen,
you are.
Adam, I never thought nothing of it. Every time she knew we was coming over there, she always had
Here we go.
watermelon and fried chicken. I never tripped it. Now I'm starting to question
Wait, what did I have?
watermelon and fried chicken.
Okay, Wack. Okay, look, I wanna. You guys, can we just take a serious note right now?
She brought me
What
a
I
box
really
of
wanna do-
saltines. Now I'm
If
thinking
you guys
twice about
do have-
that.
if you
'Cause
guys
she
do
ain't
have
white.
Adam,
She is.
I'm not-
What are you,
okay.
Flo?
I'm Ukrainian.
Oh my God, we ain't the one.
You should go volunteer in the war.
Hell yeah, that way they might get rid of your ass. Boom.
Anyways.
Now,
so
how
I
does
just wanna-
Scott feel about
oh my
this?
God. I'm gonna hang up if you guys don't want to have a
You
serious.
better not hang up on me. You will be exposed.
Well, there's nothing
Okay,
to
listen
expose.
to me.
I've
How does
exposed
Scott feel
everything
about
that's
this?
exposed.
You on the Adam and Wack show and we
Do you
viral.
want me to read you the message from Scott?
Yeah, I want you to read the
Yes.
message from Scott. Because
Okay,
if you
are
won't
gonna-
read it, I will.
Are you gonna stop? Are you gonna stop cloud chasing for 5
I'm not
minutes?
Cloud. You want me to read it with you and narrate it with you? You know I got the
If
content.
you want me to read the message, I'll be kind enough to do it to share with you.
Flo,
but if
you
not,
play
I'm
with
not
me if
gonna
you
read it.
want to and hang this phone
We
up.
need to know that Scott Storch is not complicit in this race.
He's not. Scott,
Oh,
bro.
okay,
Scott
you know
is
what?
a
Here we go.
Scott
You know
black.
what? Good point,
Good point.
Adam. Good point.
Okay.
Okay.
Scott is a black dude with blue eyes. That's my brother.
Okay.
Go
Anyways,
ahead. Read it.
let me read to you. Okay, and here we go.
And you got to use your simulated Storch voice. Let's go.
Oh my God. Wack, you're helping me and these foundations too. Trust me, for that big ass mouth of yours.
But he didn't call
So,
anybody a
you have the
racist
same
slur.
problem- You have the same problem I do. You just
No, I don't.
before you
I do
speak,
not
I
call
just say anything.
Hispanic people racist slurs. I grew up eating mole, and we will whoop your ass if you
wanna-
mess with
do
the
you wanna-
corn
do you
lady
wanna
coming
hear
to
it?
the
Would you
set.
like to would you
Oh,
like
God.
to hear it or would you not like to
Yeah,
hear it? Would
you,
like to
yo,
hear it?
Flo, you can't threaten me. You gonna read it.
Wack.
Hey, ese, read it, puto.
Okay. Look, you're the mother of my child and someone that has given me a lot of heart to me and learned a lot from you. But how can you have so much hate in your heart for other races and sexual orientation? I don't get it. This has caused me so much grief. I had to turn my comments off because I am now being labeled as a racist. Also, my son Jalen is being abused and told he's a racist. I ain't tripping like that on you, but yeah, I'm getting shit on left and right because of this. Dr. Dre called me and we had a bad fight over this because I know the real. Also, my dad died yesterday.
Rest in peace to Mr. Storch. So I will say this to the people about the son, the little boy. Handsome little young man, been knowing it since he was birthed. Right? For what it's worth, he was carried in a black womb. That's a fact. He didn't come out of her womb. So maybe I don't think he's racist. Right? Because he probably had a lot of fried chicken and watermelon during the pregnancy.
I'm so curious about this Dr.
So
Dre
my
argument,
point
because
is-
aren't
so
him
my
and Scott
point is,
Storch on
would you like
exactly
to
the
hear
same
my-
side
would you like to
in
hear my
condemning
response
this?
to
Yeah, we want to hear your response because I know you're going to don't do no Karen shit.
Anyway, just stop, dude. What is a Karen?
We're
I don't
not
know what
stopping.
that is.
I'm in the
I don't know.
I'm the voice of that essay at the
I don't
valet.
even know
You
what
need
the-
to
I
look
don't
up
even know
Karen in the
what that is.
dictionary,
Serio
because what you're
pero
doing is
puto,
very
Pinche
Karenish.
puta maricón. Say it.
Wait, what is Karen? Is like a woman that cries? I don't get
Oh,
it.
It's
White
a woman that
woman.
lies. A white woman that lies.
Oh, God. So now you're racist against fucking white women?
No, I'm just saying you're racist against.
We'd like to leave the door open for
essays.
racism against white women, but also
Anyways,
you are
would
really
like to
kind of
know- would you like to
epitomizing the
know-
Karen
Would you
mindset.
guys like to know what?
Yes.
You guys, I could have done this with 100 million people. Every single person has literally.
Flo, you was going to do it anyway.
You have a direct
No,
line to
I'm
the
doing it- you want me to
streets.
tell you why I'm doing it with you? It's not because it's the Adam 22. I could have done it with TMZs, so on and so forth. Because Wack, I'm real. And that's
You did it with us
why you
because
don't
I'm
see
black,
it.
right? That's right.
Wack. What
was your response to Scott?
Do you want to hear my response?
Yeah, we
Yes.
want to hear
I wanna
it.
hear my response. So this is my response. I don't know. I just spew shit out of my mouth. You were with me for 6 years. I treated everyone the same. I cooked for your clients. We had Fabi. I did everything for her. You knew I was always. I even hated any conversations that had to do anything about being Jewish. Jewish schmooish. I never had a racist bone in my body. Our child surrogate was black. Like, come on now. You, out of all people, think could have stood up for me more than anyone because I've always stood up for you when you were wrong and willing to correct it. So I can't blame him for not standing up for me because I can't imagine what he went through and his father dying. But for him to, yes, I've always had his back. Yes. And, you know, when people say the remark, Scott takes care of her and so on and so forth, Wack, no offense, but when I met Scott,
What?
exactly.
When you met Scott, what?
When I met Scott, I was the breadwinner.
Okay, let me correct you on that. Scott's contacts is multi-million. He can
But I
call
didn't care about
Dre.
his money.
I've seen him
Okay,
do
it
it.
doesn't matter. I
He
didn't care
can
about
call
his
Dre. Dre give him a house to stay in. He can call Universal. They'll give him a bag to work out.
My
Stop
point is,
doing
Wack,
that.
Wack, if you want me to finish what I was going to say, I'm going to finish it. If not, I'm really tired. I've been through hell and back. Like, I want this to be an example for people.
We want you to go to
Like-
TJ and back. If you leave now, you can make it by 11 p.m.
You have to work at Hong Kong for
so
6
we're gonna
months.
Stop clout chasing if you want to hear the rest.
Go work the donkey show.
I said, I promise you I will change my dirty ass mouth and stop thinking I can lash out on anyone and say anything to hurt anyone. You know my heart and you know me and how pure I am. The real person you know, and I will always be. I'm sorry for your father. Let this all settle. I'm here whenever you want to talk. I will make you and Leo and everyone around me proud. My temper and lash out is my last change in life. Let me tell you something, Wack. And you know what I told my dad today? I
What?
said, God forbid. And it's like God had me in a way. What happened was the worst thing possible. But those that know I'm not racist. And those that can have it in them to understand, like, this girl is that, you know, she's really, really, really sorry and feels like a fool for what happened. But it took her some time because she was so, you know, imagine, Wack, I'm so frantic. I'm going back, forth. I'm putting apologies up. Like, I needed time.
You only doing all that because you were forced to do all
Yeah,
that.
what did you mean exactly when you said
Maybe,
Trump
you're
is
right.
doing
You're
great
probably right.
things, you are rapists and murderers?
Yeah, you call them people rapists and murderers.
That was very specific.
I swear to God, you know what I think that I don't even think they were Mexican. I think they were Arabs. I don't even
That
know what
makes
they
it
were.
even worse. Why are
I
you
didn't even-
disrespecting
guys,
Mexicans
look,
to Arabs?
Once again, look, I'm going to tell you one thing, and I'm done talking about this ever. I have I'm working on it. I'm going to talk to somebody and see a therapist about it. I have a
Oh,
problem.
you guys always come with that. The Menendez brothers did it. Everybody want to see a therapist.
You know what my dad said? That everyone has a part of racist in them. I said, what does that mean? Just like you said, Wack, you don't, something about white women. You don't like white women.
I never said I don't like white women. I said you're doing some Karen stuff.
Okay, and no.
I don't like individuals, regardless of what race they are, whoever they may be.
Anyways, my point is, I have learned a lesson for the rest of my life. I hope this brings a positive impact. I love every Mexican person. I love every Indian, Asian, every type of person possible. If I've opened my dirty mouth and ever said anything to offend anyone, I'm deeply sorry.
What's the homie name, the rapper dude? He be getting into it with Lefty. Well, they was cool, but now they Swifty Blue?
Sure. He's
Is
one
it
of
Swifty
them.
Blue?
Bands from the Rose was a big one. He's
No,
the one who went
Swifty
to his
Blue, though.
neighborhood.
He's an essay dude, right?
Okay,
Swifty,
you guys,
him,
listen.
they went
No,
back.
you need to come do a plug talk session with Swifty Blue.
Look,
Hey, Swifty, I'm trying.
what I need to do.
You know you used to have a lot of Caesar up in you, so stop acting like you got something against the Hispanic.
You know what? I would have way rather.
Ain't nobody feeling sorry for you, Flo. You violated.
I would have. You just kind of caught me off guard, but I would have way rather did this in a more with somebody a little bit more understanding and sincere without.
Nobody's understanding. You lied on the man and said he groped you.
Yeah, that too. That really is the
Come
double
on, that could
whammy
have got
here.
that dude a case of how you know it didn't get him
That would've
fired.
That would have never, because I literally, this is what happened. I take accountability once again. I was so frantic. I just said it at the spirit of the moment because I was like, well, he threw something at me. So I was like, same shit. I didn't even think.
You know how many men are in prison because a woman said it at the spur of a moment? 20, 30, 40 years?
Well, that sucks. Maybe you should help them out.
No, maybe. You know what you should do? I'm going to put you with Tory Lanez.
You're going to do nothing.
I'm going to put you with Tory. I'm pretty sure some Sureños in there need help with their
Help me
appeal.
now help the Mexican community. Other than that, you're going to help me do absolutely nothing.
We're going to,
Tory
okay.
Lanez. I don't want anybody else you named. I want real shit right now. And the real shit that I want is I want to help the Mexican community. And I know damn well, Adam, Wack, you guys can help me. And I'm not, it doesn't
We're going to hold you to that.
To give out money to every person on the
No, you got to just donate to the right cause.
Do real ass shit. And hopefully this will be a message to the other white girls and so on and so forth that feel entitled and feel like they're, I hope everyone got a lesson out of this. I definitely did.
I feel like very few people are really going to take much of a lesson from this because I think most of us have already kind of figured out that we don't want to use racist attacks towards workers.
I didn't realize, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I went to a school where that's why my son goes to public school, because I want him to be around, obviously I can go put him in, a highly.
Are you insinuating Mexicans and blacks don't go to private schools?
You should put a bunch of Mexican families into private school.
No, I'm saying in a public school. I always went to a public school because I feel like there's more minority there. I feel it's all sorts of people. People come from all over. So I feel like there's everything. There's Indians. It's more of like a mixture.
Your son was carried in a Negro womb. He gonna be all right.
100%.
His daddy is half black.
My son, no, it's not his daddy. My surrogate.
Storch is half black. By culture reference.
Ooh, black surrogate, that's
100%.
fire.
Yeah, you thought I was capping?
I didn't understand what you meant. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I told you that last time. Storch's ex-chick carried the baby.
And by the way, Dr. Dre, if you ever listen to this, by any chance, Wack, I don't know, Dre knows. I had his back from day one with the trainer. He knows the story, but the farthest thing he knows.
Dre will never talk to you ever again in life.
Don't bring up Dre's history.
No, you know what I mean, though.
I don't know nothing you mean. Dr. Dre's a legend. I don't know.
Scott getting any type of backlash. That's it.
Yeah, well, it was Dr. Dre and Storch before it was a Storch and Flo.
That's kind of mind-blowing that anybody would choose to take this out on Scott Storch when she's right there.
Yeah, and Storch don't mess with her no more. They've been separated for what, about 4 or 5 years?
4 years.
Yeah, like y'all leave.
Actually, see, that's where you're giving. This is where the clout chasing comes in. No, me and Scott are very, very good friends.
But he's not with you. You're not his intimate other.
No, of course not. No, of course not.
Yeah, like cut it out.
My mistake, he should definitely not be getting backlash.
He had to move. He was living across the street from Cardi B and Offset, like literally, like right across the street. Yeah, because you was acting crazy over there.
What?
Come on,
Wack,
man.
I'm not doing the clout shit. I said my shit. Please do me a favor. Help me with what I need.
We're going to definitely find you an Hispanic organization to donate to.
Podcasts. I'm not doing any of that. Okay?
Either Richie Valens or like Cesar Chavez. I know one of them got some type.
How about we don't talk about this on a live podcast? Love you so much.
No, it is what it is. I could have made you content on the Hunter show. It really would have been bad.
Oh my God, Wack. I thank you for always having my back. Okay.
And we got one more. We got one more
Here
request.
we go. He needs that.
For the whole 2025, no more carne asada for you. Period. Eat your pitas and whatever else you got going on. Since you don't like them,
I'm a real Valley girl. Costa Vega. How many people know about that? Exactly.
now you want to rub it in their face again.
Yeah.
She got more. I eat at better places than you.
I eat Takoya.
Yeah.
Costa Vega is an old school.
Check this
Mexican
out. We
restaurant.
talking about Roberto's. Sasa del Sasa.
Enough. Oh my God, enough. Anyways.
All right, Flo. Just own up to it. Look in the mirror. Know that's who you are, and live your life.
While I'm talking to you, I'm looking in the mirror and thinking that
you're thinking about iRobot.
I'm thinking that I'm going to make such a difference and such an impact that I'm the biggest fucking idiot on the fucking planet, and I have the most disgusting fucking mouth.
You know, you were proud of this morning.
You know what, Wack?
You was.
Honestly, just stop it. Enough.
You wasn't proud of this morning?
Goodbye. I'm hanging up on you. Goodbye.
All right.
Okay, let me just say she's taking on the wrong attitude, because when you do something like that, you can't just like reframe it as I'm not racist. She said, "I'm going viral for my dirty mouth."
You were proud of it this morning.
You can't just like okay, I'm trying to put myself in her shoes. If she wants to have any kind of public statement, it has to be, look, I am capable of racist comments. I swear that this is not what I truly believe, but I need to work on myself. I'm going to be doing this charity work. I'm going to be doing this. Like she can't have this attitude that she's trying to put forth, in which she's done nothing wrong. She's perfect. She's great. She's not like, she doesn't come off apologetic at all. It doesn't matter
because, bro, her first attempt was to lie on the man.
Exactly. And then that fucks up the whole thing. How could you possibly say, she should really just be quiet.
You ready for the next thing?
She needs to disappear for 6 months.
You ready for the next thing?
Yeah.
She just admitted the dude's not even Mexican. So that means for you to be looking at a dude that's not Mexican, and you're not going to confuse a Hispanic brother from a dude from Armenian or Arab, right? That means what came out of your mouth is what's really on your mind, bro.
But let's be real. 9 times out of 10, if you got a valet guy and he looks Mexican in Southern California, he's probably Mexican. And if he's not, he's probably used to being confused for a Mexican person the majority of the time.
If it wasn't for the Mexican community and the labor, the work they do, a lot of things, we would probably be slowed down, but right now to date, probably by about 10, 15 years. They labor, you go to Oxnard, a lot of the produce and the fruit, they're in those fields, right? Like black people was in the cotton fields, literally. They got machines for the cotton today. They're in those fields all day. Generation, they're the only one. It's a lot of work that only they do and take pride in doing. So at the end of the day, I don't know what her being late because she went for a scrub had to do with calling dude what he called him,
right,
and then lying on him. It's crazy.
I could be in the worst argument of my entire life with a Mexican person, and it wouldn't even cross my mind to say something like that. And then to double down. Okay, it's bad enough that you call him, but then to say the Trump thing and to say he's doing great things and you are murderers, that shows that not only is this something that just popped into her head, but like she's had time to work on this. Like she got a little list of things that she don't like about the Hispanics that are.
Shout out to Scott.
Yo, what the? Why would Dr. Dre and him get into an argument over it? That's very hard for me to fathom.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Dre probably called Scott. I'm just knowing both of them.
Right.
And Scott probably tried to defend her and say, bro, she didn't mean it like that. Dre, like, what you mean she didn't mean it like that?
Right.
And at that point, when Dre seen any type of resistance of him siding with her, at that point, Dre called a spade a spade. Yeah. I mean, bro, I'm going to be real. Dre is like hot or cold. Either he all the way with you or you give him a reason and he'll get all the way away from you.
Yeah.
That could have caused Dre, and for many moons, Dr. Dre has been a lifeline to Scott. I've seen Scott on his back, things happen, call Dre, Dre give him the keys to a house in Beverly Hills. Stay there as long as you can, let me get you a check going on, here goes a car to drive. So now, Scott looking up saying, my pops just died.
Which, by the way, that's so fucked up to think that his dad just died and he's having to deal with this.
And now I might have potentially just lost one of his great friends.
Right. I
crazy.
feel like they've got to be able to patch it up since they're both on the same side of this is very wrong. There's nobody defending her. Outside of the white nationalists who probably are not aware of this, nobody is getting behind this.
You're right. And the white nationalists ain't going to mess with her because she had a black woman carry her child.
Yeah, that's just not her flavor anyway. Like Garrett, who we're going to be doing a podcast afterwards with, maybe we should get his thoughts on it. But he's reformed, the ex-skinhead dude.
I mean, Garrett going to know, there's no ex-skinhead.
Well, he was banging Peckerwood for a long time, but he's not a racist currently.
You don't remember when I told you that's what they call themselves? Like we use nigga with each other.
Right.
You thought I was playing. I said, bro, they call each other Woods, Peckerwoods.
Yeah.
And they prefer that we call them Wood. Like when we trying to get hey, Wood, let me holler at you. They don't hear that disrespect.
Because I did a sign the other day, and I said, I'm not a Peckerwood. I was going to say something like, calling myself a Wood or a Peckerwood, but then I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, it's a racist term specifically.
No. You saying that is saying like a non-affiliate black dude saying, I'm not a Crip or a Blood.
Okay, well, I would like to make it clear that I am not the racist white guy.
Yeah, you got the Wood Power, Peckerwoods, you got the Nazi low riders, you got the ABs, the Aryan Nation. They got a nice. They're more stronger inside,
right?
Prison and then like county jails and I don't know where the hell they out on the streets, but we're gonna definitely have a conversation with them today.
No, I'm looking forward to it, man. But what an insane thing to watch somebody that we know go through that. Or put herself in that situation. Really.
I don't have no sympathy for her because I hate when women lie on men.
Yeah.
There's a lot of men in jail right now, bro, because they lied.
Yeah.
Because they woke up in the morning and their significant other been calling them all night and they got faded, went over here with this dude and know what they did? Went to the damn hospital, called the police, said, dude took advantage of me. He's in hotel room, such and such, such. They knock on the dude's door and cuffed him up. He definitely had sex with her. Pubic hair's there, semen probably there. And now he's paying the attorney $100,000 to try to beat something that he can't beat. And now he's sitting in prison with a 10, 15-year bid, probably being somebody else's male friend because he has that, or stabbed up or beat down. I ain't got no sympathy for it because if that would have worked, that lie would have worked, dude probably be without a job right now.
She really misinterpreted how the public was going to take that accusation because it's so unbelievable. Like, could you imagine a valet guy grabbing a customer's ass?
Bro.
They're literally in the position of trying to make sure you give them the best tip possible. I don't see it.
She sat there with those glasses on while she was getting her makeup done. She conjured up what she was about to say, right? And in walks a Mexican. That's another story. Conjured up
What's up, Mikey?
what she was about to say and said it.
Yeah. The fact
with
that
a straight face.
The fact that she was getting a scrub adds such another element of like making it clear that she's coming from a place of privilege because the average American doesn't really get a chance to go get their feet aggressively scrubbed with some kind of like weird Brillo pad or whatever that might entail. Scrub is probably referring to that, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Shout out to Lupe. Lupe, she got to come give you a viral video doing the Lupe. That might go viral for you.
We should come up with a whole litany of different experiences that she needs to have.
She told us to do it.
I think she needs to go to Vernon Ave.
Look, she probably needs to look. She needs to go over there downtown. I'm pretty sure they got shelters, right? That's for the Hispanic community. She need to go down there, work, serve them some food. She need to do all that.
The problem for her though is that she's not like famous, so like people are finding out about her largely from this clip. Like this clip is so much more viral than the fact that she appeared on this podcast one time, and like. People aren't really going to be inclined to care enough to forgive her at some point since they mostly didn't know who she was prior to this.
That's a fact.
She is going to be hitting you up. Once she realizes that this was not actually live and that we are sitting on this footage, she is going to be hitting you up so hard trying to get us to not put that out.
No, that's
It's not happening.
Not happening. You
This is
content.
part of your repentance tour.
You content.
Yeah.
Girl, you got the Adam and Wack show, No Jumper, mixed with the 100 side of the trenches. Like Nephew Levels was saying, you content.
It's not often that you and I get to, really virtue signal and do something that actually will probably endear the Hispanic community to us. I know that they feel like at least sometimes we would be playing with their culture a little bit too much, but hopefully they won't get that feeling.
Yeah,
today.
and it ain't their culture. It's just certain individuals. And those individuals just happen to be Mexican or Asian or black or Crip or blood from Chicago, New York. That's just what it is. And I think a group of people get that narrative going and they go with it, right? But guess what? If I had an issue with the Hispanic community, Flo was my homegirl. I would have just blew it off. I wouldn't even address it.
Right.
But that was foul, what she said.
No, yeah, that's no good, man.
You know, I got blamed by Dookie Duno for a Mexican calling another Mexican that. He blamed me for it.
That's how Flo can help out the Hispanic community. She needs to pay for Duno's gastric bypass surgery.
You think that'll work?
Anything could help.
Yeah, they say dude caught a charge for unlawful gas passing. They say dude passed gas in the goddamn DMV to where it cleared it out. So he delayed processing of applications and driver's license. So like, I guess dude knew because the doctors have already gave Duno some type of paperwork saying he wasn't to go to certain public places like restaurants and things like that. Whatever he had going on, I guess his intestinal system is a little foul. But I've never seen a dude catch a charge like that.
He's definitely got some stuff going on inside of his body. Wait, so what did Duno say about you, and what was your? I heard you talk to him on this call. I didn't actually listen to it.
The guy, Drex, the Blaxican.
Yes.
Santana. He disrespected, well, he didn't. His people in the back of him disrespected the black race. They disrespected the neighborhood. They disrespected the sea and all that, right? So we had a conversation with him on the 100 Show YouTube channel, right? So Duno asked T-Rail and AD, can he come up here? They said, no, absolutely not.
Really?
He disrespected the sea and his people disrespected the blacks.
Wow.
So then Dookie Duno then goes to say, well, Wack 100 allowed his homie, his black homie,
Beast,
to disrespect Lupe.
Isn't he not black?
He's Mexican.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Right, so now he's trying to run this narrative because if people don't know Beast, all they hear Dookie Duno saying is that Wack let his homie disrespect Lupe and call Lupe the W word, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? You blaming me, a brother, for what a Mexican says to another Mexican, and he said it on a platform. So those people that know Beast know like, yo, you sound stupid. But it's a crowd out there that don't know Beast is Mexican.
Right.
Right? So then he goes, when AD gets at him about it, when we're on the phone one-on-one, he goes and says, I didn't know Beast wasn't black. So why you speaking about him?
Right.
See over here at No Jumper, we got skilled people who do their research.
At least a little bit of fact checking.
Yeah, we do a little bit.
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
We might not be able to tell the difference between a Mexican and an Arab valet guy.
Yeah. And Duno, if I'm lying, Dookie Duno, show your paperwork. The charge is down there, right? Assault with a deadly fart, but it's labeled another way. Show your charges. If I'm lying, show your paperwork. He cleared out a whole DMV. That's a federal building.
That's a federal charge.
Yeah, dude, like he got some code for late. I don't know what he.
Okay, wait. So was Duno at all apologetic about this when you confronted him about it?
Well, I got mad. I disrespected everything he stood for. I didn't know what he stood for.
Right.
Daddy, mama, everybody. He said he don't know his daddy. Oh, I was tripping. Right? It took AD to call me and say, I'm asking you for me to let it go. I'm going to handle it. Because I didn't like what he was doing, right? He was doing the same thing American Bozo tried to do, was like put a false narrative to the Mexican community that I did something I didn't do. He tried to do the same thing. He said, well, Wack, he's on your platform. You let him do it and say it. Fool, this ain't no face-to-face interview. Clubhouse, you on your phone. I got people in Australia.
You can't police every single thing that
I
gets
can't
said.
police. Once they say it, they say it. What you want me to do?
What did B say? He said he used like an
He called
anti-Mexican.
Lupe
Oh, okay.
the W word.
Well, who gives it? It's like a gay guy calling another gay guy.
But this is what's crazy. When the Southsiders called me, they say, yo, Wack, this how you know this dude don't know what's going on. Lupe is a Mexican girl from a black gang.
Right.
They don't care what the hell going on with her. That's just how they operate, right? And we know Beast is Mexican. So why would this dude expect you to say, but what he was doing is just clout chasing on my name, trying to find a way to say something, about anything.
Well, he was really trying to like find a way to excuse Drex's homies from taking any kind of accountability, right?
I mean, Drex, listen, man, Drex, he gonna have to deal with it. I talked to him. He wasn't aggressive. He wasn't like, arrogant with it. He apologized. He issued an apology a couple times, even for his homie that said it. He didn't say the N-word. He did diss neighborhood. He dissed the C. And I let him know in this rap game, this urban side of it, that don't make sense. It's not smart to do that. And he's 19.
Yeah.
And I'm not justifying it. But at 19, we all did and said something crazy. And at the end of the day, let's keep it gangster. On the Hispanic side, right? One there amongst their people, they clown and say things about us. And on the black side, when they come up, we clown and say things about them. That's just keeping it real.
Right.
Not to justify it, but whoever he got his issues with, I hope they work that out. I hope he, I hope it works out for him. Man, I ain't wishing no violence on nobody.
Because the last thing LA needs is Mexicans and blacks feeling like they need to be beefing.
Yeah, the only person I'm wishing violence on that I hope they put him in the car by the Long Beach dock and put a brick on the gas pedal with no brakes,
Who?
aiming towards the Pacific Ocean, is Peanut Butter Munchie. Other than that, it's all peace and love with
He
everybody.
called me the other day and said that you had a random guy on the phone claiming to be a family's member that was speaking on him.
How many calls I get a day from people? I get 100-something calls a day.
Okay.
From people, right? If somebody called me and tell me, Wack, we've been listening to what you're saying, can you ease up on him? Because they own whatever they own. I didn't got called. I just was on the phone when I walked in here with somebody from Inglewood from NHP telling me that they didn't pull back off of him because of the talking he doing and him saying that he turned people in for money or whatever he said out of his mouth, right? So, I'm listening to the dude and he's like, Wack, you on point? He got shot, in his head by his homies, right? Don't blame me, bro. Like, I'm going to be real. I would hope my mama and grandmama, right, went down there to my homies. If they tried to turn my TV off and I had a chance of living to go down there and say, hey, can you just let them be? That's the love of a mother and from a grandmother. That's real talk. They not gang members. They ain't going to say, we're going to keep it gangster and put in some work. They know they going down there to a gang area. They went with their congregation and some Inglewood PD. I don't fault them for it. I'm just saying, bro, like, stop playing tough because when you played tough, they showed you how tough you wasn't. Unfortunately, God gave you another chance.
So do you think that the person that you had on this call is actually who he claimed to be?
I definitely think he is because he wasn't extra'd out. He was just pretty much telling me, Wack, we gonna deal with it. And I done got several calls since then telling me, Wack, they politicking a lot of things he been doing and he been saying. So I'm not tripping him, bro. He can do his thing. You know what I mean? Check this out. I just tend to the jelly sandwiches because the thought of peanut butter always sends me back to that.
Okay. Shout out Munchie. But
and Jay Hood.
Who is the West Coast Jay Hood? I only know
Jay Hood from Stevenson, Billy.
No, a New York Jay Hood and a Chicago Jay Hood.
So let me tell you, it's crazy because I know him as Jay Hood, but I don't identify with him as such.
Okay.
So this is gonna be a crazy story.
All right, let's hear it.
Jay Hood is from Stevenson Village, Crip, Carson. Right? He caught a murder at a club or a skating ring or something, maybe 2010, 09, something like that. Right? He got into it with a dude. The dude might have called his father. Father pulled up. He gunned him down. Whoa. Killed him. Right? Jay Hood went in and used self-defense as his defense. Dude is dead. He probably told him, dude pulled a burner, I gunned him down. Dude can't go to jail, he dead. I don't see that as telling, right? Jay Hood also been shot about 10 times, right? So he told him he like got PTSD. You know, he seen the firearm. He got nervous. I keep a firearm on me because I've been shot so many times, right? He went to the county jail. I do know J Hood was fighting a lot, like over fighting, right? And every time I would speak with him, I'm gonna tell you how I spoke with him, it's gonna trip you out. And it's gonna authenticate what I'm saying to you.
Okay.
He would say, Wack, you know your homie such and such? Yeah. He said, I got out with him, but I was like 19. He got me, but like 3 years later, he came back. Well, my squabble was a little better, and I think I got him, right? So he would never lie about fights he won or fights he lost. But I will tell you this. I know every time we ran into an East Coast, he was fighting because like, he got a dislike towards him. And whoever else wanted to get down, right? I believe he about 7 months to the house. He been down maybe about 15-some years. Now, the reason why when people kept saying J Hood, it was hard to be to catch because you know what his father name is?
What?
Stutterbox.
Ah.
And you know me and Stutterbox issue. So I wouldn't be here, right, saying what I know to be true and factual, right? Most people be like, yo, dude, whoop-de-whoop, me and his pops. Every time he see... You know the only reason why his pops ain't been online saying nothing about me?
Why?
Because the last time we got at it online, J Hood called us both on the three-way. He said, Wack, I know you from a child. You always had my daddy back. I don't know what's going on, but this me, your nephew, calling you, right? Can you stop? And Pops, you need to stop too. This is real talk. Last time I seen this little ass, he was going to Birmingham. Me and Box go down there because he got something happened at the school and he thought he was in trouble. He hit the gate on his ran and he was gone. He didn't come because Box had him living in Woodland Hills at the time, right? So to all y'all, yeah, the infamous Stutterbox that we have our differences, that is his son. You get what I'm saying? I believe Box has a son and a daughter by his mother. His mother is rest in peace. I believe she passed. So he ain't a dude that lied. He was squabbling up in there. I would try to send him money to his books to calm him down. Right? He would look out for some of my little homies. He would tell me, your little homie in here, he a little dude, but I got him. You know, I'm going to make sure he get to where he got to go to. So when he telling his stories, he's real authentic with it. And I seen him last week on Instagram telling the children, the youth, because he used to be super banged out. Hey, listen, on the street, your homies tell you this your enemy. Do this to him, do that to him. And then you go to jail and you living with him and y'all sharing things and y'all depending on each other to live. So stop doing the crazy stuff on the street and then come to jail and you cool with them. Be cool with them on the street as long as they cool with you. So shout out to J Hood. He's definitely from Stevenson Village. He's definitely an authentic guy. They question if that's Stutterbox from Main Street son. That's definitely his son. And, you know, he's going to speak his truth. You know, I do know when it comes to East Coasters, I remember he called and told me years ago, he said, I done fought like 40, 50 of them. Win, lose, or draw. I don't know what it is. I know Stevenson Village, they don't get along with 190, which is an East Coast gang in Carson, right? But, you know, that's just what it was. And he's calmed down and matured, and shout out to nephew. I believe he like 7 months to the house. But he's definitely authentic, and he's definitely a voice. He definitely made his way through there. And 4 Extra should know about J Hood. He'll tell you, like, he one of the ones that was squabbling in there. So he just haven't had a platform to talk about it. Believe he went on somebody's platform the other day. I think Young Hefe from A-Trade Gangster. Y'all go check it out, see who he is, hear what he's talking about. But it's definitely Stutterbox, son. I know him, been knowing him since he's been a kid.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah.
Okay. How did you feel about seeing KVD fighting in jail? We got some interesting screenshots right
here. That lets me know the police is trying to get him because, okay, go to the other one.
This one?
Okay, what do we see, Adam?
To me, it looks
to
like
the left,
KVD.
cop right there.
And we got some sort of
he
Mexican
looks loose.
here, right?
You see KVD arms? The dude look loose over here. There's no officer by this dude.
Okay.
Keefe's 60 years old, 60, 61, with illnesses.
Okay.
Right? But, and even in the picture, go to the other picture. He's on top of KVD.
Yeah.
But they give KVD the charge.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Come on, bro.
But this guy could have got a charge as well, right?
I mean, it should be a mutual combat if both of them, when both of them involved, they give them a mutual combat.
Yeah, the TMZ article said KVD 61 was subsequently charged with battery for his role in the melee, though he contends that he was just standing his ground.
What melee?
They used pepper spray.
That's cool. But what melee? It's a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Melee is when it's a group of people.
That's what I'm saying. The authorities have described this as mutual combat by grappling and throwing closed fist strikes.
So how do you give them a charge on mutual combat?
Right. I don't know. The pictures leave a lot to the imagination. I don't know why not put out the whole video? Why do we have to deal with these shitty ass screen
I
grabs?
don't know. I'm pretty sure it'll come out. You know, the courts got their own little YouTube channel.
Do they really?
Hell yeah. How you think all that Young Thug stuff was coming out? That's on their YouTube channel.
I thought it was like leaking.
No, that's on their it's something, whatever. It's on their YouTube channel.
Crazy. So you still looking out for KVD? You still trying to do reality TV magic with him or what?
No, I backed up from it. I talk to his son every now and then. I'm gonna sit back and see what happens. I hope it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they're gonna sentence KPD, find him guilty.
Okay.
Knowing that he can come back on appeal.
Uh-huh.
But if they get 2-3 years out of him in the county fighting the case, and another 5 years on appeal, they're not looking crazy with a high-profile case wide open like nobody was ever convicted of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot they can't do. I think I read that he proffered, and I know anything he did in L.A. County or with the feds or whatever he told them, I got his paperwork, actually. The exposure sent it to me. And they can't use him, so I guess they can't call those officers to tell what they know. Whatever information he gave, like recorded or written statements, they can't use that. So they can only use what they have found since they arrested him, which they raided his home, no gun. They found some bullets.
Right.
And I think they just have his interviews with Vlad, and we all know Keefe be, you know, he got imagination.
Right.
You know, it's only 2 people right now that could probably work against him. Both of them in jail. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see.
Right, definitely. Wow. Well, best of luck to him, I guess, you know. The other thing I wanted to ask you about is, okay, so give me your synopsis of what we have learned about Jay Reed and his involvement with the great No Jumper Brawl of 2024. Because I have not been clicking on all the videos that come up in my feed.
You didn't see my content?
I have not watched anything about this. At a certain point, I just put it out of my mind.
You for real didn't see my content?
No. I know. I saw something about a sex offender list.
Yo, this is me.
You're the one who unearthed that?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I ran the con. You know, spot 33 in the third. He's dangerous.
Oh.
See, I think people think I'm lying about what's the name up there?
So you got
spot 33 in the third.
Okay, and
you see everything he sent me.
And it just says that he's on Megan's Law.
There you go.
And it has his address. You can just find anyone who's on Megan's Law.
We got to register. So in your community, if you go to Megan's Law, put your address in, it'll let you know who's on the sex offenders list around you.
Okay.
And they can't be within a mile of a school and all that. So you might have a neighbor.
There's a school less than a mile from my house, so they might be in trouble.
Yeah, they shouldn't be there. Like, because I had one in my neighborhood, and I went and knocked on his door.
Really?
Yeah.
What was that conversation like?
I knocked on his door.
What
he opened it up. I looked at him. I looked at my phone. I said, J49170. You know where I live, right? Yeah. I said, so we on the yard with it. He said, bro, I would never come down that way. Cool. I left. I gave him my CDC number. You know what I'm saying? But we got all this paperwork, you know.
So he wasn't surprised about you showing up and giving him this sort of information?
Watch the content. What's the offense?
Okay.
Jay
Sodomy by use of force or injury.
Yeah, I got all the description of what he did. I got the medical reports on what they found.
Wait,
everything he ripped.
Year of last conviction, 2009. Year of last release, 2015. So you're saying that he got locked up for 6 years for this?
Listen, this is why he's on the thing saying I cried every night in prison.
Wow.
Bro, if you read the details on what he did and how he did her.
You got details?
What spot 33 in the third ain't to be played with. We got the content.
What the fuck?
What you think? Like, what you mean we got the content, right?
Whoa.
The nurse observed injuries to the victims. I don't even know how to say these words. Labia minora.
Labia.
The perhymental tissue. I don't know how to say this shit. Or vestibula. The cervix, penis, and rectum. The victim has small rectal tears, which was bleeding. The nurse concluded that the genitals and anal findings were consistent with recent blunt force penetration trauma.
Oh, man.
Right? And
Does it have an age of the victim?
I believe she was adult. Right? She says she
can't
awoke.
Be an adult, right?
She awoke to really, really, really bad pain in her butt. Defendant was engaging in anal intercourse with her. He inserted his penis into her this at least 4 times while she was awake. She started screaming, "Stop, stop, stop, let me go home. I won't say anything, stop." She screamed help more times than that, right? She could count. Defendant told her, "Shut the fuck up, bitch," and put his arm over her mouth. We got the content.
But wait, so it could be an adult? Or is Megan's Law exclusively
No,
for
Megan's
underage
Law is
victims?
any sex offense.
Oh,
So if
okay.
it was a child and believe it, she was a minor because it would stipulate that. But not only that, let me tell you what's even more crazy about it. He did this with 2 other people.
What?
So him and 2 other dudes is standing there with their Johnson out while she's drunk sleep. Not to say it would be right, but exclude the vagina. They hit the buttocks.
Oh, Jesus. Well, they were saying there was all this damage to the vagina as well.
Oh, his homies called me. I got the content.
His homies, like...
First, the homies I was like enraged.
Not the guys in the gang.
The ones that came and rolled in the building.
Okay.
They apologized for that too.
Wow, okay.
Right? They said, Wack, we ain't got his back. He not from over here. We're going to deal with what he seen. See, dude wanted the clout, and he was playing one way. You heard him on the phone with Loose Cannon, right?
Oh, like a tiny little bit of it.
He talked to Loose Cannon. I got the content.
So Rick Rock no longer supports him after they did that interview together, but he doesn't f with him anymore?
He can't support him, bro.
Well, aside from this rape thing, but like he already wasn't f with him,
when
right?
Rick Rock heard this dude on the phone, right? Laughing. Remember, this is the non-affiliate. Remember? I'm not a gang member. Now, you've been watching them with the, I'm an activist for the community. You watching that dude, right? I'm going to let you hear the real Jay Reed.
Oh, Lord.
It's the real Jay Reed. The non-affiliate.
Yeah, I can see you.
Jay Reed.
Oh, yeah, I see Jay Reed. What's up with it, cuz?
Fuck you, nigga.
Why you just saying fuck me? What's up, though?
Let's leave it at that. No, man.
I know.
Say what it is, bro.
No, but at the end of the day, it's like,
That's my name, gang. That's my name, cuz. He ain't had a problem with none of this shit, bro.
yeah.
You know, I'm niggas like,
What's up with that nigga Rick Rock, though? Why cuz keep trying to add fuel to the fire? Come on, bro.
I don't know, cuz. That's something between y'all. That's the whole thing. It's everybody that has nothing to do with me. I don't know, cuz. What you want me to say?
No, because they were saying that all the lawsuits, the police shit. I'm like, Jay Reed is not gonna do that.
He's not gonna do that, man. Listen. Cuz that's just come on, nigga. What street shit puts the shit out? I know y'all been putting it out, but the nigga that wasn't a good one.
But you have to understand. Yeah, but you have to understand. Nobody put it out. It's just other people was there and it got out.
Nah, no. Okay.
Watch this. He's going to admit that he know who puts it out.
Even if you put it in that sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that nobody could do at that point. Clear it up online. It's not, but it clear it up. Yeah. Ain't no gangster against neighborhood thing. You don't got no ill.
Yeah, but it's not that.
It was just me. Listen to me. I can see if it was just me. You have another individual, bro. I can't control that.
But nigga, you went on Compton Rick Rock doing a whole speech though, cuz. Like, come on, cuz. It ain't no Ricky Lake or no motherfucker.
Hey, look. I'm
Laugh.
on this phone call right now because you.
Yeah.
You already know, Pac-Man, on the set.
Yeah, that's look. And,
I don't know. Look. That's
yeah, bygones be bygones.
It ain't no gangster name.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So let's. Or are you suing? Are you suing?
Answering that, bro, because they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Okay, so what about yeah, but we ain't worrying about Mauricio.
Look, you know their first name, everything.
Yeah, come on, listen, bro. That's your son. Whatever. It don't. We ain't worried about it. We ain't worried about cuz, bro.
I'm clearing Jay Reed.
Yeah, we cleared just Jay Reed. That's cool.
Listen, my thing is this. You did what you did, right? You ain't got to worry. Look, you ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about the other shit.
No, I'm not worried about nothing because at the end of the day,
You ain't worried about it.
yeah, like as long as there ain't no police shit, no nothing like that, cause we straight.
Jay Reed not with none of that shit, man.
Okay.
You can't say me, bro. Listen, and you know, bro. Once that shit get out there the way it did, nobody has no control over that shit. Nigga, y'all niggas looking at me. I'm like, why y'all looking at me?
No, we looking at the nigga Compton Buster ass Medea Ricklock, bro. Cause it's a police ass nigga, bro. No, nigga, y'all on there on the couch doing some Ricky Lake shit, bro.
I can say something too, right?
No,
I can say this, right? Whoever like this, you know and I know, right? Without saying it, whoever that person filmed it, that was a negative. I know what the motherfucker look like. I know for sure.
okay, well we deal with that on another time, but we don't have no. It's not nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we know. All right. Well,
The show ain't in the market. They gonna get to make everything. No. I don't have no animosity.
okay, so then we good.
So he's laughing. He's clowning with Loose. He say he don't have no animosity. The guy that said he ain't a gang member, you hear the real conversation.
Yeah.
Cuz, gangster,
On the set.
on the set, right? So on some real shit, I believe he was running this thing because from what Travis Ford told me, Wack dude always used to want to be interviewed, saying how can you get interviews. I think he was eating it up. But you don't realize it's levels to this, Adam. You can go down there and play with other people. And it just might be a back and forth and that's it. But when you start playing with people that got resources and got a team, right? Spot 33 in the third is because he's spot 33. Right? They in my phone number, 1 through 38. I don't know their names. I don't know their voices. They only communicate by text. Right? So they watch everything we do. They stay in my goo. When they hear something, they go to work. And at the end of the day, if you know you got these type of skeletons in your closet, you on Megan's list, why would you come playing with the exposers?
Yeah. If he wanted to go viral, he did so in about the worst way
You
possible.
should have went and played with somebody else. 1090, he sits and wait for the cream of the crop to do something. The exposers, man, you could be a bum on the street.
Nobody is too microscopic.
Nah, we gonna run the content.
For sure. Holy shit. That was crazy, man.
That's your guy.
Yeah, wow. I mean, yeah, after the whole gang thing, kind of hard to be a Jay Reed fan. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, now I hate to say it, in a way, it kind of looks like Loose Cannon, karma. It kind of look like, shit, he's the savior. Because everybody, when it comes to those type of people, unfortunately, they want to see one thing. So I understand when he says, every day I was in jail, I cried. And I'm telling myself, you a gangster, Crip. Why would you? But shout out to the 11 gangsters. I told them, U-Mob. They called me yesterday and said, Wack, it's coming out of our mouth. He ain't from our neighborhood. We don't represent him no more. He can't claim the set no more. So that ain't where he's from. I won't even say that. At the time of the event, the situation happened, that's definitely what he was repping. And people was calling wanting to take fades for him.
Wow.
Saying they G-homie. But once they heard it and seen it and got that information, Rico and a few other cats over there, they called in yesterday, was like, he ain't from the set. You know what I'm saying? So
How the cookie crumbles, man.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
God damn.
It is what it T.I. is, man.
Definitely. Wow. So we're doing a double episode this week. So they're going to be able to tune in a couple days and see us have a iconic sit down with a Wood.
What's his name?
Garrett.
Garrett. Yeah, I watched him. I watched him in here with you. He's definitely, I was trying to find flaws, but he definitely been there. I don't know, and I can tell by certain things he said.
Right.
He's a 2000 guy.
Okay.
Like when he said, sometimes we make peace because maybe you got the tobacco moving. See, in my era, you just brought tobacco from the canteen.
Right.
It wasn't banned, right? So, and he wasn't lying about a few things. A dude like 6'7", one of those dudes, he was definitely always a target. And he was definitely always the one that had to take up for the Woods. Even the one punked out, he had to step up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, 6'7" is pretty
but
admirable
the things
in that
he was saying
environment, I'm
about
sure.
he can get a head up with the blacks versus the Sureños and the Paisas, he wasn't lying.
Okay.
Because, we'd give him a squabble. They was going to rush him.
Okay.
Plus, they kind of fall up under what they talking about to a certain extent. So, this is going to be my first time. It's going to be a very different interview for me. I checked him out. He seemed pretty sincere, but I see he's authentic. He been there. If I can guess, he's probably a double-digit number or a late alphabet number. I don't think he came from my era. But listening to him talk, it's only one thing he said.
What was that?
That he squabbled like 20 blacks in a row.
Ooh.
I can see
Off the
3 or
back.
4. But for you to squabble 20 blacks in a row to be a wood, that means you whooping the other black's ass. And pretty much after the first or second one, we going to be on your ass. You ain't going to get to 20 head-ups.
Really?
Not going to happen. Then we do what the Sureños do off the rip.
Pack you out.
They just pack you
Okay.
out. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm looking forward to having a conversation. First time ever that I've probably had, usually my conversation with the Woods was real short. What's up, homie? With you and your people in the chow hall. Wack, we gonna handle that. We got some complaints about your man over there in the laundry. Okay, I deal with that, and then we roll.
Okay.
It'd be like 2 minutes. Right? But I'm looking forward to it.
Do you think you should sit on my side of the table or yours?
It don't matter. Actually, over there so we could talk, because we know we prison dudes.
He's much larger than me, so I don't know how I feel
So the
about him
eye
sitting in
contact-
front of me. But
I'll
I'll scoot around here a little
yeah,
bit.
the eye contact is necessary with me and him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with, because we communicate like that without talking.
One thing I'm definitely not going to suggest to him is purchasing an Adam 22 fleshlight. Available in
The
stores
Woods
now.
play like that. He just might say, dude, let me see it, and start.
Check it out. Hey, this is sick, dude. All right. Hey, appreciate you. This is a good one. Flo, I would like to say I'm praying for you, but I don't pray. And also, I'm not really sure that you are deserving of prayer yet at this point, even if I was religious, but whatever.
In Hispanic community, you have our word. We definitely going to come up with some things for her to do, some places to donate. If y'all got any ideas for us, some shelters or whatever, some type of organization for women and men or whatever, kids or whatever, hit the No Jumper chat. Let us know where to go, and we're going to make sure that happens.
If
and
you're-
make sure we show you the
If
documentation.
you're an Edgar boy who's suffering through hardships right now, we want to hear from you. So leave your sob stories in the chat.
And to R&B, my queen, I screamed at her.
Why?
I'm sorry, baby.
Why'd you yell at her?
I was on some bullshit. Kind of was, kind of wasn't. But no matter, I shouldn't have raised my voice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that to her.
Yeah, I'm a bitch-ass nigga for it.
You know how you can make it up? You could gift her one of these. All right. Admin Wack Show. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all tuning in with us on this Sunday. Episode 74, I believe. 77. 78 dropping middle of the week. Make sure you tune in.
Go.
Over and
77, my year of birth.
Not bad.
Boom.
Love a palindrome.